for Center for Extension in Agri-Allied Sector, and I'm also heading one of the very premium scheme of Government of India, that is Agri-Clinics and Agribusiness Center. I'm a principal coordinator for the scheme. Respected Dr. Chandrakantji, Head Fishery Research and Information Center, Dr. A. Ramesh, Chief Executive Officers, Karnataka Science and Technology Academy, Local Course Coordinator, Dr. Anand, Dr. V.K. Srinivasu, Madam Sudha, my colleague, Dr. Sushrekha Das, and dear participants. I'm extending my warm welcome to all of you in this collaborative training program of Director of Entrepreneurship, Karnataka Science and Technology Academy, and Department manage on Agripreneurship Development. This is a 3 days training program from 12 to 14 December 2022. Most of you might be aware about this National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management, popularly known as the MANAGE. This is an autonomous organization under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India. Basically, we are involved in the capacity building of the agriculture and allied sector officers who are working at district level and above regarding the extension management. I am really happy that the Karnataka Science and Technology Academy, they have extended collaboration with the MANAGE for such kind of program. In fact, total 51 participants from their side and almost 29 participants from MANAGE website, they were registered for this program. And presently some 30 participants, they have joined this program. This 3 days program, total 12 sessions we have planned. And for that we have selected a very good resource person. In fact, the entrepreneurship in field of agriculture and allied sector we can call as agripreneurship, and the importance of agripreneurship, that all we know that nowadays the traditional farming is converting into the commercial one, and day by day the youth, they are taking farming as a business, farming as an entrepreneurship, which not only benefiting themselves for an employment, but they are extending their benefits, their services to the farmers at field level. And this is one, we can say, the model of extension, that is private extension. So the one of the major we can say the boost for this particular private extension through this entrepreneurship development. The Agri-Clinics and Agribusiness Center scheme, which was started in 2002, since last 20 years, we can say that more than 87,000 candidates, participants that has been trained under this particular scheme, and more than 36,000 participants or trained candidates, they have established their own ventures and they are providing their services to the farmers. So in view of this particular training theme, this program was planned, and I'm very much sure that the content or whatever the 3 days actually these sessions we have planned, that will be definitely benefit to the our participants. My kind request to the all participants, they should be attentive for these 3 days. This is in these 3 days we can say it is just a sensitization, but if they need any kind of information regarding to the entrepreneurship development in agriculture and allied sector, we are very much open that all the resource person, course coordinator, and even MANAGE, you can contact any time. And your attendance is not only important for this particular that means starting the business, but we are expecting that there is one online examination after on the last day of this training program, where you have to score at least 40% marks to get the certificate of this program. On the last day, we have a feedback, we have this validity function. So once again, I'm requesting to all participants, though most of them, they are joined lately, but I'm expecting their very, that means active participation in this program. Once again, I am thankful to Karnataka Science Academy, Karnataka Science and Technology Academy for extending hand with MANAGE and conducting this program. This association will goes long way, and definitely we will collaborate on this next year also for such kind of training program. So thank you one and all. If any query, any difficulty in joining, you can contact our course coordinator. You can contact to manage Dr. Sushrika Das for this. Thank you very much.
Sir, Dr. Ramesh, sir, is it possible to display the attendees so that we can click some screenshots, sir? It's not possible. I'm not seeing the attendees those are joined.
It is not possible, madam.
Not possible, sir.
Yes.
Participants can open their camera. It is not
No,
okay.
sir.
Actually, there is a panelist, and again, participant list is different.
Yes, sir. That is different, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can take this analyst screenshot, madam.
Okay.
Link will be there.
So please click screenshots from your side so that we can post in social media.
Okay, madam. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Panda sir, for giving the activities and opportunities in manage. And also, this is very good for the agri-business aspirants. So you have certainly given all the opportunities and overview about the manage. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion. And now I request Dr. Chandrakant Lingdal, sir. Sir is my teacher. Now, Sir is a head and fisheries research and information center, Marine Ankola, to request a chief guest address to this gathering, sir. Over to you, sir. Chandrakant, sir. Over to you, sir.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Please continue, doctor. We can hear you.
It seems there is a network issue, sir. The voice is breaking.
ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಡಿಯೋ. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿ.
Sir, can you hear us, sir? Lingdal, sir, now you try to speak, sir.
Hear me?
Yeah, you can speak now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hello, respected course directors, Dr. M. Ramesh sir, and Dr. Shaji Shambhuji Panda sir, and course coordinators, Dr. Anand R, and Sri V.K. Srinivasu, and Sri Vijay Umesh, and Dr. Sushrika Das. So, all the participants of Agripreneurship Development Program. So, any agriculture aspiring entrepreneurs, one should have the great quality, like say, one should be very self-disciplined, and she should be very curiosity oriented, and have a creativity and willingness to try things, and you should have honesty and always having a plan, and also understand the value of the self-care, and also taking the risk-taking ability. So these are the great qualities one entrepreneur should have. So any enterprise has to develop or take this all this quality one should have. So if somebody is wanted to take entrepreneurship, even if he doesn't have some of the qualities what I mentioned, he able to develop during the process of this enterprise. And this agriculture and allied sectors have a lot of opportunities. One should take the enterprise as a agri enterprise. So I usually concentrate most on the aquaculture scenario, since I belongs to fisheries. So global fisheries and aquaculture production is a great record high in 2020.
and increasingly important role in providing food and nutrition in the future. The total fisheries and aquaculture production reached a record of 214 million tons in 2020, comprising of 178 million tons of aquatic animals and 36 million tons of algae. The amount of destined for this human consumption is actually was 20.2 kg per capita. So this is double the average of 9.9 kg per capita in 1960s. So an estimated of 58.5 million people are employed in the primary sector of fisheries. So there is a lot of scope for any enterprises to take in this aquaculture as a business. So the international trade of fisheries and aquaculture production generated around 151 billion US dollars in 2020. And aquaculture has a great potential to feed and nourish the world growing population, but growth must be sustainable. In 2020, a global aquaculture production reached a record high of 122.6 million tons with a total value of US dollars 281.5 billion. The world consumption of aquatic foods has increased significantly in the recent years and also will continue to rise. The rising incomes of urban and improvements in post-harvest practices and changes in dietary trends are projected to drive a 15% increase in the aquatic food consumption to supply average of 21.4 kg per capita in 2030. So even in India's production, around 2016 was 10.3 MMT of fish production. Now we have around 1920, we have 14.16 million metric tons. But FAO estimated around 13 tons in 2030, but you already reached that production target. So we have a great scope for the enterprises to take up in the aquaculture sector. So, and also coming to this allied sector of integrated fish farming with other agriculture things. So have this integrated farming may be defined as a sequential linkage between the two or more farming activities. When the fish becomes a major commodity of this, it is known as integrated fish farming. So one may should ask why this integrated farming important for India. So India in agrarian economy produces a large quantity of animal and plant residues to the tune of over 322 and 1,000 million metric tons respectively on the annual basis. Our country provides a large bovine population of over 307 million cattle heads, along with 121 million of sheep and goats and 16 million of pigs and over 150 million of poultry and other livestock. So apart from these activities, mushroom cultivation, rabbit rearing, sericulture, and apiculture, which provides a huge quantity of organic material for the aquaculture. So different agro-based industries also produce effluent which could be effectively used for the proper recycling of aquaculture in addition to the domestic sewage to the extent of 4,000 million liters on daily basis. So integrated farming with agriculture, we have a paddy cum fish culture, horticulture cum fish culture, vegetable cum fish culture, fruit cum fish culture, flower cum fish culture, or mushroom cum fish culture, or sericulture fish culture, or fodder crop fish culture. And apart from this also fish culture with livestock. This may be around fish cum fish culture, fish cum duck culture, fish cum poultry culture. So these all things will be dealt in detail. I have seen the syllabus, so I don't go in detail about all these things. But one, the point I want should emphasize is that there is a large scope for the enterprises to come in this agriculture sector and also allied, and also any country, their development index is actually gross domestic product and the number of enterprises set up in this country. And in this connection, the agriculture enterprise also participate and form. He will be one of the group in the development activity of the country. So we have even in Karnataka, we have a lot of scope for the aquaculture activity. So I have involved in my center is actually involved in the shrimp culture activity from past 15 to 20 years. So we have cultivating the simple culture and using the modern aquaculture methods. So intensive culture, we have around 1.1 to 1 hectare ponds, stocking density around 60 to 300 PL per meter square. So aeration should be given 1 HP per 400 to 600 kg of biomass. So production in this intensive farming will be 7,000 to 20,000 kg per hectare per crop can be achieved. And latest biofloc technology can also be adopted, having a higher production. So in this we have a stocking density of 80 to 160 post larvae per meter square, and carbon nitrogen ratio should be more than 10:1. So production is around 8,000 to 50,000 kg per hectare per cap achieved in biofloc production. So these are the ones should do, the enterprise should keep in mind that, see, always should have the latest technology should use and know the marketing fluctuations. As you know, we have telling the lot of crop is produced, but the market up and downs of the market is should steady and then get into venture. And definitely, if we, the only thing is the any enterprises, if you want a high profit, then you are ready to take the higher risk. So lesser the profit, then you can the risk involved will be the very less. So in this, I am reminded of the great entrepreneur Ratan Tata's words. So if you want to walk far, walk fast, then walk alone. But if you want to walk far, then you walk together. So there is a teamwork is very important, and then any enterprise should succeed. So I take this opportunity, all the participants, to go through the core curriculars and gain a knowledge and take up the enterprise, and wish them all the best in their new enterprises. And I also thank the organizers for giving this opportunity to speak few words on this occasion, especially Dr. Ramesh A.M., Chief Executive Officer, KSTA, and also Dr. Chaji Sambuji Panda, Deputy Director, Manage, and other course coordinators. And thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir, for your excellent talk on fisheries sector, and it has huge potential to take up business. And also the integrated aquaculture, one has to look into that for getting good income, and a lot of activities you are doing in your center. Thank you so much for highlighting all those things, and also the potentiality of fisheries sector and its scope. Once again, on behalf of Manage, KST, and my own behalf, thank you very much, sir, for your excellent talk on this gathering. Now I request Sudha Madam from Mysore to say something about this program.
Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, madam, please continue.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good initiative by KSTA that you are invited people and Manand, and you are collaborating with Manage, which is one of the primary organizations which is into the lot of such programs they are conducting. And I know this, we've gone through a lot of rain and a lot of problem was there last 2 days. So we've started a bit late. So nevertheless, I think there are at least 30 participants are there. So I'm quite happy to be taking part in it. I would have a presentation, but I don't have sharing rights. If you can give me sharing rights, I can share the presentation. That KSTA organizers should be able to give me sharing rights.
Ma'am, after vote of thanks, the session can be started.
Okay, fine. Okay then.
Only 2 minutes, you just say something about this inauguration program.
Okay. I'm glad that Sri Chandrakant sir spoke about aquaculture. I'll be covering a little bit on my topic also. And also Madam Suriksha Das and also Sri Shabaji Pandeji and Ramesh ji. It's a good program, and I wish you all the best. And I'm sure many people will come forward, and I think Manage has been doing it excellently for the last so many years, and agri clinics, and also a lot of emphasis is being given on agripreneurship development. Our organization also doing quite a bit. Agri Innovate India Limited also is contributing substantially to in terms of technologies, and I hope that the program will go forward and many agripreneurs will benefit from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam, for your kind words. Now I request our CEO, Dr. A.M. Ramesh sir, is the main motivator, mentor for this Agri-Entrepreneurship Development Program for this 3 days workshop. I request to give a presidential address to this gathering, sir.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I am extremely sorry for starting this session very late. As Madam told, for the last 3 days, we have been having continuous rains. So there are some connectivity issues. So many have not been able to join the webinar. At the outset, I would like to welcome Dr. Sudha Madam, Dr. Shaji Sambaji Panda sir, then Dr. Sureka Das, my friend Dr. Chandrakant Lingdal, my colleagues and all the participants. Once again, good morning to all of you. As you know, as Madam told, Manage has been organizing many programs like this across the country. This time, KSTA, Karnataka Science and Technology Academy, has joined hands with Manage for the first time. I hope we'll be organizing many such programs in the coming days. As some of you may be aware, Karnataka Science and Technology Academy was started in the year 2005 under the chairmanship of Padma Vibhushan, Professor U.R. Rao, former chairman of ISRO, and till 2007 we worked under his guidance and leadership. Later, another space scientist, Dr. S.K. Shivkumar, former director of U.R. Rao Satellite Center, was the chairman of KSTA for 1.5 years from 2017 to 2019. Now, a distinguished agriculture scientist and former Director General of ICR, Professor Ayappan, Professor S. Ayappan is our chairman. Under his guidance and leadership, KSTA has been working since April 2020. We cover entire educational pyramid right from high school level to the university level to cater to the needs of the students studying at various levels. We organize many training workshops, symposia, conferences. KST organized more than 35 conferences across the state, and webinar since the onset of COVID-19. KSTA has been organizing this kind of webinar since 2020, and we have had very good response for webinars also. But offline physical workshops are gaining more importance because COVID-19 scare is not much now. And this particular Agripreneurship webinar is very important because, as you know, Karnataka is one of the leaders in giving institute called National Institute of Veterinary Epidemiology and Disease Informatics, Nivedi. Under Nivedi, we have NAVIC, Agri Business Incubation Center. They also have been organizing many agripreneurship programs. On 28th and 29th of this month, we'll be having a offline workshop in association with Nivedi. We'll be sharing the invite to all the participants here. If somebody is interested, they can join the workshop as well. Without taking much time, we are already delayed. I wish all the participants would be with us for all the 3 days. And as Dr. Panda told, at the end, we'll be having a multiple choice quiz. I request all of you to attempt. I'm sure getting 40% is not a big deal. I'm sure all of you will be able to score more than 40%. With this, I wish the workshop all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving activities of KSTA and the many startups in the field of agriculture, especially Karnataka is the leader and the leading state to do a lot of business in agriculture sector and agri and allied sciences. Thank you very much, sir, for giving presidential address to this gathering on the occasion of this Agri Entrepreneurship Program. So thank you, sir, once again on behalf of all the participants and my own behalf and manage. Thank you, sir. Now I request my colleague, Mr. Umesh Gatgi, to propose vote of thanks for this gathering on this occasion. Over to you, Gatki.
Thank you. Very good morning to all. It is my privilege to express gratitude to all who are connected and the reason behind this program. First of all, I would like to thank manage, head of the officials, heads, and all the department for encouraging us to take up this program and joining hands with us. And I would like to thank today's chief guest, Dr. Shahji Sambhaji Panda, Deputy Director in charge, Head of the Center for Extension in Agricultural Allied Sectors for Manage. On behalf of KSTA, on behalf of Manage, and on behalf of all the participants, thank you very much, sir. Also, I would like to thank our today's another chief guest, Dr. Chandrakant Lingdal, sir, and Fisheries Research and Information Center, Marine, Ankola. On behalf of KST and on behalf of Manage and on behalf of all the participants and my own behalf, thank you very much, sir. Also, I would like to thank our resource experts and today's guest of honor, Dr. Sudha Mysore ma'am and Dr. Sushri Rekha Das and my colleagues, Dr. Anand R. sir, our CEO, Dr. A.M. Ramesh sir, and all my colleagues who are reason behind this, who are supporting us to make this event successful directly or indirectly. And also I would like to thank all the resource experts, Dr. C. Hireman, Dr. K.P. Ramesh sir, Dr. Satish, and Dr. M. Shivkumar sir, Dr. G.K. Sadananda, Dr. N. Manjappa, Dr. Badri Prasad, Dr. Harsha, and Shrikant Patra and Shri Sharat Kumar Pattar sir, and again Deputy Director Dr. Shahaji Fan sir for accepting our invitation to deliver their sessions and sharing their experience. And last but not least, I would like to thank all the participants who have joined with us across the state. Without you, this event would not be successful. With your participation, this event has become a successful event. On behalf of all the KSTA staff and fraternity, Manage and KSTA and my own behalf, thank you all. With this brief note, I would like to conclude my vote of thanks. Thank you once again.
Mr. Umesh Gatki, thank you very much for coordinating and for this program, for your all the support and also technical assistance for organizing this program. Once again, thank you very much for you. Now we can start the technical session.
Before
now
starting the technical session, let me give a brief overview of achievements of Dr. Sudha Mysore Madam. Till then, you can put your presentation, Madam. Dr. Sudha Mysore Madam has served as CEO, Agri Innovative India Limited, a Government of India company established under DARE and ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, associated with tech transfer, commercialization, and startup support through National Agricultural Research System. Prior to this, Dr. Sudha Mysore served as a principal scientist at ICR, Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, Bangalore, with over 35 years of work experience in ICR. Dr. Sudha Mysore Madam is a Fulbright pre-doctoral and postdoctoral fellow with rich working experience at Cornell University and Michigan State University, USA. Her research efforts include economic analysis, impact assessment research and technology transfer, commercialization and incubation. She has handled various research programs sponsored by World Bank, NEIP, ICR, AP CES Fund, etc. Her international recognitions include working and presenting at Cornell University and Michigan State University, USA, at Hardy, Sri Lanka, Bioversity International, UNEP program, business school, etc. Madam has a wide experience. She has also visited China and Thailand. With this little background, I request Dr. Sudha Madam to take over and present her presentation. Over to you, Madam.
Thank you, Dr. Ramesh. Thank you for the introduction and also giving me this opportunity. Now, I'll just try to share my presentation and then I will present. You'll
Okay.
have to tell me whether you will be able to see it. I'll put it in the full.
Yes, Madam.
Sometimes no, this full screen mode, sometimes it doesn't move. If it doesn't move, please let me know.
Yeah, we will inform.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So as I was telling earlier also, this agripreneurship development, which is very, very important, and we have seen how the chief guest of today's function spoke about aquaculture and how the importance, how it has to be promoted. And now Manage has been doing quite a lot of it. But ICAR also has been very actively involved in agripreneurship development, especially through technology support and startup support. Today, I was a CEO till recently at Agriinnovate India Limited, which is a company of ICAR. So I'll be sharing my experiences and how the whole thing, how a person who is interested to start an agripreneurship can benefit from some of this support and hand-holding that we keep doing. So please tell me if the slides are moving or not.
Yes.
Okay. So everybody knows that nowadays there's a lot of emphasis is being put on entrepreneurship and startups in agriculture. If you go through the kind of programs that are happening or any website, they'll say that agri-tech startups are emerging as the latest thing is on artificial intelligence, IoT, and they trying to help farmers increase their productivity in various forms. So if you see, there are about at least 79,000 startups are there, which were only 470 in 2016. So that shows the kind of startups that we are getting into. So which are some of these startups which are really doing well or started? The top 5 startups are, one is Arya.ag, AgroStore, Otipsy, Poshan, Philo. These are some of the startups. Now, if you look at what exactly they are doing, most of them provide the kind of support for farmers. They provide a platform or end-to-end solutions to Indian farmers, and also provide help farmers to help produce and reach the consumers. So these are some of the things that we have been doing, which actually means that the state-run extension services might have failed so miserably that the people, like some of these citizens, are starting their own program and trying to bridge the gap. And one of the things that is very important is that these startups seems to be raising a lot of money, and that is what is indicative of their success and the kind of a number of farmers they are linking. So these are some of the 5 top startups which are there. And there are others also. If you see Ninja Craft, many of you may be knowing, Waycool, AgroStar, all these have been very successfully running startups in the last 5-6 years, who are actually providing funding support. And you have Crop In Technologies, Dehat. These are all very well popularly known startups. Now, what is very important here, I always like to stress upon, is that FICCI, in their own analysis of all these startups, said that it is important that agribusiness incubation centers should be there, and technological and managerial assistance has to be provided, then only these startups can take their leap forward and go forward in their business. So that is what the message that I thought I should start with. There is a need for startup incubation handholding support, and also this includes both technological as well as managerial support. In this context, I thought I will give the perspective of ICAR, one of the premier organizations which is supporting the entire agricultural research in the country. Now, before I go forward, I thought I must tell you, some of you, if you want to start up, what is a startup you should know, or how to start your own startups, what are the criteria that is there. So one of it is you have to incorporate your business either as a private limited company or a partnership firm or a limited liability partnership firm. So this has to be done first. How do you do it? You simply have to register with the registrar of the societies, and you have to register on the Startup India website giving your details and get a DPIIT recognition. What you need to do is that you need to have a registration certificate, details of the directors, proof of concept, and patent or trademark details, PAN number, and you simply have to have a registration number. This is what is the thing that you have to do if you want to be a startup. Now, what is the startup? A startup should be any company. Like I said, this has to be either a limited company or a partnership firm, but it should not be more than 10 years old. It should not have crossed 100 crore turnover. And it is an original entity. It is not something which has come as a split from some other company, but it should be original. Most important point is that you should have something innovative at which can be scaled up to be a commercial scale. That is the most important point one you should keep in mind when you start your own startup. Now, once you register, what is the advantage of becoming a startup in the startup ecosystem? Now, the best thing is that the startup ecosystem, Startup India, and many other programs are Atmanirbhar Bharat, or so many such institutional mechanisms are there. What you get out of all this is that you first of all get tax exemptions for your company for 3 years, and you get legal support for patent filing or taking your company forward. And these are very easy compliances. You have to self-certificate, then have your own certificate is enough. And so many startups will help you in achieving all these things. And the best thing is that if you are not able to succeed within the 90 days, you can exit. The exit plan is also very good. Several, almost 4,000, 5,000 startups have already benefited. And main thing is that there is a huge funding support which is available. What are these funding supports that are there? Each state is coming up with their own startup mission, and they provide a platform, they provide technology, innovation parks, they provide core fund, they also provide mentoring support. So each state is having its own programs which you can benefit from all these things if you are registering yourself as a startup. Besides this, just now we heard the chief guest speaking about aquaculture. But if you look at the others, every four government of India is all that it is doing is promoting funding support. There is a 1 lakh crore funding support for infrastructure development. There is 10,000 crore scheme is available for micro food enterprises. This scheme is there. Then state specific cluster based approaches for all crops. For example, mango for UP and Jammu Kashmir, bamboo. If you take the crop, you have a state which is supporting it, and a lot of funding support is available. And especially for fishermen, there is about 20,000 crore is been allocated for various programs and schemes where a startup or you have some innovative idea, you can take advantage of this. Similarly, if you are somebody dealing with fruits and vegetables, there are 500 crores is available. And there has been a lot of impetus given in how to extend the supports to funding to all these startups and programs. Now, besides all these things, This is the government of India which is giving this funding support. Now the question comes is, you are a startup, you have registered with the startup mission. There is a huge potential is available in the government of India support. But still, how do you make use of it? How do you take advantage of this? So for that, that is where all these institutions will come into picture. And that's what is now Manage is doing, or all of us are trying to help you. Now, ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, which has about 110 research institutes spread all across the country, they have started something called incubation facilities, and 50 of this incubate their institutions. It was initially 25, now it has become 50. So these incubation centers, you can go access them and take help and help improve your whatever idea you have, or take a technology and register with them and start a startup enterprise, and you can take it forward. For example, NAM Hyderabad has it's one of the institutions under ICAR. They have an incubation facility called A Idea. So they keep conducting challenge programs, invite applications from startups, or you have any new idea, and they help you mentor through mentoring, and also link you to various financial supports, and even with the BIRAC's big scheme, and you help you get the funding support. Similarly, Manage, as I was telling you, through Agripreneurship Development Program and also Agri Clinics, they have been running this successfully for more than 5-6 years now. RKVY Raftar is regenerative approaches for agriculture and allied sectors. This is one program which is being supported by Manage. There are about 29 centers and 36 crores have gone into supporting more than 340 startups. Similarly, Niti Aayog keeps Atal incubation facilities there. DST provides a lot of infrastructure support, and if you are coming from a college or an institution, you get start an incubation facility which is called Nidhi. I myself started one in Indian Institute of Horticulture Research. I got a funding support for 15 crores for that. Similarly, various such programs are there. So, or some of the universities are running technology enabling centers. You are a student, you are doing your PhD, you have an innovative idea, along with your colleagues and your professors, you can take avail of these enabling centers. Similarly, BIRAC is also giving. So I'll talk a little more about how Agri Innovate India Limited is another company which is trying to do this kind of support in my next few slides. So all these things are what they're doing is they have institutionalized a path of technology, how it can be started, how it can be commercialized, how it can be licensed out, and how through incubation support we can help some startups start end-to-end encryption is what we have already been done. Now, let me tell you about what all ICR does and where Agri Innovate comes and how you can take benefit of this. So ICAR in the year 2006 adopted its own intellectual property rights policy, and we adopted a three-tier system. At the top level, we have Technology Management Center at the Delhi, and zonal technology management centers at 5 zonal units, and every institute has an institute technology management unit, and where the research outcomes are coming out, these are all protected, and then they are commercialized through a process called licensing. So we have already have a set of guidelines, and we operate through these guidelines. And even if you are representing an agriculture university, you don't have to really redo the whole thing. You can just adopt this process and write to us, and you can start your own technology management unit. Now, we have another thing that we have started is we have a central system. That is what is the Agri Innovate India Limited. It's a company of ICAR, and what it does is that it processes all the technologies from whichever institute or from agriculture university, and we help in commercializing these technologies. I'll tell you how this whole process happens and what we do in the next few slides. So like this, as I was telling you, you are in agriculture university or a research institute under ICAR. You can develop your technology, you can protect it through your IP, and then that is passed on to Agri-Innovate, and Agri-Innovate gives non-exclusive licenses to people who are interested, and then they will start their processes. So in the last few years, we have the last 3.5 years, I would say last 4 years, what we have done, I'll explain it to you. We are actually a one-stop shop for all agri-ready agricultural technologies, and we help capacity building. We provide pricing and technology valuation support, and we also help in some collaborative research projects, also formulate with the help of the institutions as well as the researchers. Now, what happens is if you are coming from a college or a agriculture university, you simply have to submit, or from a research institute, you submit your what is the technology that you have. We provide you a basis, and then we take the costs into account, and we prepare what is known as terms of trade, and then the terms of trade will are finalized for each technology, and then these terms are uploaded onto our website and Agri-Innovate India Limited, and then we will start commercializing these technologies to interested parties, and then we go forward. So if somebody you're interested, you want some technology, first thing you have to do is go to our website, you identify which technology you are interested, you just drop it, simply drop a email, and we will take care of it. How this is done, I'll show you. This is our website, Agri-Innovate India Limited website. It is called www.agriinnovate.com. And you go to the website, you will see there available technology. You click on it, that box opens up, which each institute wise technologies are listed. And you open any one of these, say any technologies that are listed will be appearing. For example, here I am giving you an example, say wheat variety. It is what is this variety? What is the specialty of this variety? How it looks? There's a picture there. And you simply have to, if you like this, you simply have to click express your interest. A box opens and you fill all your details in this, and then all you need to do is just submit, and then it comes to Agri-Innovate's email, and our technology managers will get in touch with you. And if you are interested, you will have to pay a fee, and then you can take the technology, license the technology for a period of 3 to 5 years, or sometimes it is 10 years, and start marketing it. Now, like this, we have started in the year 2018-19, and we started with about 15 technologies. As on date today, we have already commercialized more than 300 to 350 technologies, and we've earned about nearly 6 crores in the last 2-3 years. Together, we have done about almost business of 16 crores, and this is what we have given out licenses to budding entrepreneurs about technologies. I'll be talking a little more about what these technologies, how you can access all these things. So you can see these are some of the posts you will find on the social media posts. Each technology, so decomposer. I'll tell you about little more about each one of these technologies, how they are doing. It could be shoe tip culture of banana, or aeroponic technology of cultivating potato, tissue culture potato, or some other thing, biopesticides, fungicides. You name it, and we have the technology, fisheries technologies, aquaculture, sericulture, anything you name it, we have those technologies. So we have so far have taken into account about 55 institutions, 4 ICR agricultural universities are with us. And we have, I was telling you that we have commercialized aeroponic technology, and various technologies we have commercialized in the last few years. Now, before I start talking about these technologies and what is available, I want to tell you about what exactly we do. What is technology commercialization? Means a technology is already developed, an innovator has worked on it over a few years of research, and he knows how the technology works, and then he licenses it out to an individual or a company under an MOU, mutually agreed terms of conditions, on a non-exclusive basis for a charge of 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, whatever the charge that is. And this you take a technology. So then you start commercializing on your own. The other one is incubation. When you have taken a technology, you have already spent about 3 to 5 lakhs. But if you want to, for example, you have to start on your own. So again, you'll have to spend a lot of money in starting the entire process, starting a lab and other things. So in under incubation facility, you don't have to do that. You use the existing facilities which are available with the institute, which has given the technology, or any of the ICR institutes, and you can use that system, produce your technology product, and test market it through their market network. And when you are successful, then you can move out and start your business. So this is called technology based incubation facility. Now, and technology is given out, then it is a technology based incubation facility. Supposing you come with an idea and you want to test market it, then there is a team which sits with you, talks to you, helps you understand how to go about your business, finds a venture capitalist who is willing to support, provide funding support to you, and then they will take it up to market it. This is called business incubation. Many of the people are also doing this. So if you are a startup who have an innovative step, what you need to do is you have to have a technology or an innovative step, and which has a commercial scalability. Best thing to do is connect with any of these institutions and get a mentor support, and then you understand the potential market and then go forward. Now, this kind of incubation facilities are available, as I was telling you, in 50 ICR institutes. Here I have listed about 25, but there are 50, and every institute in ICR, for example, in IIHR Bangalore, there is an incubation facility. IISR in Cochin, there is an incubation. Calicut, there is an incubation facility. In for fisheries, CIFT has Cochin, there is an incubation facility. IARI, you name it, and all of them there are there to support you and take you forward. So what is that you get from this? You get a technology which is regulatory compliant, it is scaled up, ready for the market. And under an incubation support, you get infrastructure, day-to-day hand-holding, market linkage, and networking. Even if you are not, don't have to be present in that institution, even if you are an off-site incubator, you can still get mentoring support, networking, and market linkage, and still you will be able to take forward all these technologies to the market. Now, I will spend some time and tell you what are these technologies, how people have taken it, and how they have benefited. So, our technologies include seed and planting material, bio-based inputs, animal husbandry, dairy, fisheries, diagnostics, vaccines, nutritional products. Somebody spoke about Nivedi. Nivedi is one of our own institutions only, where they have an incubation facility and they are primarily dealing with animal based products. And NDRA Karnal is there. NDRA research station. I think Dr. Ramesh will be speaking to you. All of them are part of our huge setup, about 110 institutes that I was talking about. Now, let me just go by one. For example, seed and planting material. You want an access for, say, you are interested maize grower. You want the latest maize variety. You come to us and we will put you across to some of the institutions which are dealing with maize. Similarly, you are a rice planter. So there are at least 4 rice-based institutions. One is based in Hyderabad, one is based in Bhubaneswar, there are others in IARI. So we link you up and you can take the latest variety or latest resistant types and anything that you feel that has a potential. For example, you are from Kerala and you are looking for some cassava varieties, we have the solution for it. You are from Himachal and you want potato, we have so many potato varieties we have commercialized already. Now, if you are a horticulture based person and you are interested in horticulture crops, you have IIHR, Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, and you have IISR, Indian Institute of Spices Research. Their technologies are there. CTCRA, so many institutes are there and their technologies are there. For example, Arka Rakshak, it's a triple disease resistant type. We have commercialized to more than 19 companies have taken this from us. Similarly, Arka Kiran, pink flesh guava, at least 4 companies have taken and they are doing good business out of this thing. And of course, our main focus is on plant health management technologies. These are crop specific nutrient formulations or foliar sprays, we call it. Arca is IAHR's trade name. We have registered the trade name. So, mango special, banana special, citrus special. These are crop specific formulations. There are companies, at least 10 companies each have taken these technologies that they are producing and selling it to the market and making a lot of money out of it. So there are bioformulations, whether in the form of a liquid or a capsule for spices is available. Microbial consortium is a wonder drug, I would say, for any of these horticulture crops or even plantation crops. And this is a consortium of 3 microbes. We have sold this to almost 48 companies, and these companies are doing extremely well. And these are biopesticides is another one, which is we have about 6 biopesticides which are all registered, and we are all have the CIBRC data and everything. Nearly about 400-500 companies have taken these formulations and they are doing extraordinary business and doing minting money. Now, I just thought I'll give a glimpse of some of these technologies. Sugarcane Breeding Research Institute in Coimbatore, they have a EPN formulation. So there is another institute based out of Bangalore. They also have EPN formulation. These formulations are they are sold at 3 lakhs or something, but these powder formulations help a lot in various crops and some root grubs and other things we can come out with. One of the universities, Navsari Agriculture University, has come up with a banana pseudostem based bioformulation. We have commercialized this not only within India, we have also commercialized outside. There is one company from Botswana which took it from us. Agri-Innovate negotiated this entire process of commercialization. And I'm so happy to share with you that recently an America-based company took this formulation, paying about 30 lakhs they paid to get this formulation. So this is the kind of money one can make. And all of you must have been aware of this stubble burning that happens in entire north, and lot of problem is there whenever October, November months come and Delhi is boiling and the air quality is so poor. There is one Pusa decomposer technology which we have sold to about 17 companies, and they are all producing and mass producing. And if once they apply this, you don't have to burn the stubble, it will get decomposed by itself. So this is a technology which is very fast moving, and a lot of people are already taken, and there is a lot of scope for even international markets. Another one, which is I'm very proud to say this, is that this is a banana. If you are from Mysore and you are familiar with Nanjangud Rasabale, at one point Nanjangud Rasabale you could not cultivate it because there was a Panama wilt of banana which has completely killed the entire plantation. This was about 20-30 years ago. But now we have a solution for that, which is a Trichoderma resi, a novel strain which helps, is a biofungicide which helps protect it, and this has been commercialized. We have given it at the rate of 25 lakhs to 2 companies, one in domestic market, one is dealing with international markets as well. Similarly, onion, if you are from Nasik region, you are familiar with the kind of onion problems we have. Storage of onion is a problem, and we need to have storage structures. So the institute at Onion Garlic Institute has come up with a technology which is called onion storage structures. So this technology is a company called Kala Biotech has taken it, and they are commercializing it, and with the help of the institute, we are also commercializing these technologies. As I was telling you, this banana pseudostem based bioformulation, this is the Navsari Agriculture University team with Novotel. which is a novel. It is called by Botswana-based company that has taken it. Similarly, US Dharwad has some colored cotton varieties that also has been, we have commercialized to about 3 companies which have taken it from Agri-Innovate. Recently, NDRA Karnal has licensed 10 technologies to Karnataka Milk Federation. You can see the entire team is there and we have commercialized it. And like this, several such programs are there, several technologies are there, which you can just take it, which is already time tested, and you can start your business. This is the latest one, lumpy skin disease. Everybody would have heard about lumpy skin disease killing the cattle. So many cattle were being killed. So we have come up, the National Research Center for Equines in Hisar has come up with the technology. And we have this vaccine has been commercialized by Agri-Innovate. Our company did it. And the vaccine is 70 lakhs is the vaccine price, and this has been taken by 2 companies already, and there are at least 2 more companies which are willing to take it and they're going to commercialize it. So this is how the technology commercialization helps you, even if you are a startup or an established entrepreneur, you want to get into agricultural business. This is the way that you can associate with Agri-Innovate and take the technologies and start your own business. Now I'll spend some time and tell you how this has been helping incubation facility, or how people have taken advantage of this kind of a technology based incubation, agripreneurship and hortipreneurship. So I'll talk something about how they have done. Now in IIHR, I told you there is a business incubation center is available. So this person, Bhavani Biochemicals, he is from Koppal. He came to us and he took a technology from us, which is called Arca Microbial Consortium. So this incubation center, we helped him constitute a company, form his own logo, design how to present it, how to market it, what should be the trade name for it, register the trade name. And after that, now he is a very successfully running businessman, earning about 30, 40 lakhs per month, and he's doing extremely well. So similarly, there is another person who came as a PhD student and took some technologies from us. And he has been so successful. He has been recognized as Melinda Gates Foundation, and he has got BIRAC funding. He is listed as the top 10 biotechnological firms in India, and he is most respected and most laurel person. You can here see this year, 2022, Chief Minister of Karnataka is giving him a prestigious award as the Startup of the Year 2022. He has taken 1 or 2 technologies from the ICAR, but later he slowly expanded. He has about 30 technologies, and he, along with this another boy who has also taken some technologies, they both have started Market Link Up, and they are doing extremely well. One of the most successful entrepreneurs we have seen. So this is the guy, High 7 Agri Solutions. These two joined hands and started doing business, and they are doing extremely well. This is another person who came and took a simple technology like cultivating mushrooms. And all that he did is he put those mushroom bags, spawn bags into a box. And then he says that he calls it pluck fresh because you can just there is a vent in the box. You open it and remove the plastic cover and sprinkle some water, and you keep it in your living room also. Mushrooms start coming and you can just pluck it fresh from the living room and cook it. So this is another person who has benefited from these technologies. So similarly, if you not just you take a technology, you come with your own idea, then also business incubation models is there. So this person, he went to NIINP. Some of you may be aware of the Animal Physiology Institute and based out of this thing, Adugudi. And also NAM he collaborated. And this is for producing fodder, and he has been successful. And then NABARD has funded him, and he is doing a big project where the funding support he has taken advantage and he's providing fodder to the animals which are there all over the Madhya Pradesh and other areas he operates. And we also help some of the unique farmers who have unique things. For example, in Tumkur district, you have a lot of jackfruit is available. Various types of jacks are available. So one farmer had a jack which is beautiful blood red color jack, Kempu Halsu they call it. So we helped the farmer register this variety, and we helped multiply this whole jackfruit. And he says within the first every month he gets almost nobody used to know about it, but now he gets almost 50,000 rupees or 60,000 rupees from sale of these just as jackfruit seedlings. So all such things are possible if you are associated with an organization under ICAR, and either you take a license from us or you mix with the people who have taken our license, or you can get some capacity building, you can get trained like this, you can understand how to go about in IPRs, what to look for it, research collaborations you can take up, and many such things are possible. And if you see, the sky is the limit, because you have millets, you have cereals, you have maize, you have, you name it, and you have fishes, you have aquaculture, you have post harvest value added products and vaccines. Anything you want, everything is available under one umbrella. All that you need to do is go to the website, look at your technology. There are at least 500 technologies listed on our Agri-Innovate website. All you need to do is just look at it, send a mail, and then the people get in touch with you, and you can take a technology, you can collaborate with us, and you can do a lot of these things and make your benefit out of it. So this is how I thought you could help an agripreneurship, how a system, an institutionalized system can help you and take up your own ideas and also take it forward. So anyone who is interested can contact me, write to me, or write to the institute, and then you get benefit out of these things. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Now I am open to any questions.
Madam, we are very thankful to you for your nice presentation on how to start a startup. I'm sure many of the aspiring entrepreneurs will be benefited by your talk. You also talked about range of products and also recent developments in the field of startups. On behalf of KST and all the participants, we are very thankful to you. Now the session is open for discussion. If there are any questions, please ask either through chat box, or if you would like to ask directly, you can request my colleague, Mr. Umesh, who will enable your speaker.
Thank you, sir. Meanwhile, there is a question from a participant. They are into a startup at concept stage. They need support and guidance. Which contact is better for them to proceed further, madam?
See, it depends on which kind of a startup, what exactly they are doing. For example, they are working on something to do with the horticulture, then they can contact Indian Institute of Horticulture Research. Or they are interested in some, they want business kind of a support, they can talk to NAM or write to NAM, or they can look at Manage also provides a lot of such support. Or simply you simply write to Agri-Innovate, I given you Agri-Innovate, www.agriinnovate.co.in. You simply write to them, they'll link you to whatever kind of a support you want. We will also do the linking. Supposing you want to attach to fisheries sector, we will link you to that scientist or anyone who is working on that.
Hello, ma'am. Sudha, ma'am, good morning. My name
Good
is
morning.
Neha Kiran, and the question was related to me, though it was incomplete. Ma'am, I'm working on a concept wherein you might have heard, there is a lot of imbalance in the agricultural produce and the consumers taking it. Correct. So we are trying to bring the balance between the consumers and the producers. We want to set up the centers at a district level where we take all the producers from agricultural producers initially for the first 5 years. Whatever farmer produces, we would like to buy it from them directly and sell it here in the urban region. Over a period of time, say about after 5 years, we would like to use the analytics and try and understand the consumption level of the consumers, and then talk to the farmers and guide them on how to do a mixed cropping, like whatever is in the demand and we also concentrate on import and export. We want to reduce the import and concentrate more on the farmer produce export as well as the distribution here within the urban region.
There are several such people who are trying to do this, but where are you operating from? I would like to know that.
Bangalore, ma'am. Bangalore, ma'am.
Bangalore, is it? So if
Right.
you are in Bangalore, C Camp has, you can talk to them, or also KSTA themselves can help you put across to anyone who's like, there are so many these challenge programs which are going on. So you can see, for example, recently there was a challenge program. I was also listening to them, You keep looking for this kind of big programs. Byrack's big programs are there. NAM recently conducted a huge program, UDAN, Agri UDAN, every year they keep conducting. So you participate in one of these programs and you present your idea. So I went to the other day, I was in Raipur. They keep calling, any of these institutions, you simply write to them saying that I have under RKVY, several such funding is available. I think manage themselves will be able to help you. So what you need to do is write to them. If they have a program, you go and present your idea and what is this in a concept stage or what level it is, seed funding capacity stage. You get 5 lakhs initially or 25 lakhs at a later stage. Several such things are available. And then you can firm it up, get some more funding support. T-Hub in Telangana does. I mean, I spoke about everything, like you can simply write to anyone and you'll be able to take it. And then this is Deha, the crop in, all of them do this only. You can
Right,
write
ma'am.
to them. So you simply have to write to manage itself will help you, or even NAM will help you, or AIDEA NAM will be able to help you. No problem at all.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much for your guidance.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Any more questions?
No, sir. As of now, there are no questions.
Now, one of the participants asked Madam question about who will support. There is Nivedi also, ICR Nivedi. They will also be encouraging startups. And Mr. Shrikant Patra, tomorrow he'll be giving a talk, tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Please join. At that time also you can ask your query. It's quite near to our office, near Elanka. If you find time, you can visit us. We'll direct you to Nivedi. With this, I'm very grateful to you, madam, for this wonderful presentation and your time. In fact, we delayed you more than one hour. I'm very sorry for that. Thank you very
No
much.
problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next speaker is Dr. KP Ramesh. He'll be speaking about livestock. He'll be joining in a few minutes. Before that, we'll play a video which all of you can see. Umesh?
Yes, sir.
Umesh,
Sir will
please
join in another 5 minutes, sir. Meanwhile, I will share that video.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Now you can share, sir, your presentation.
Oh, okay.
Hello, good
Do you
afternoon.
see the presentation?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir, you
can
can see, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I welcome Dr. KP Ramesh, sir, head of the station and principal scientist, ICR NDRI. Before beginning the talk, let me give a brief overview of sir's achievement. Dr. KP Ramesh has done his BVSc in 1986, later pursued MVSc, completed in 1988 from Veterinary College, US Bangalore, and then pursued PhD in animal genetics and breeding from National Dairy Research Institute, Karnal. Dr. Ramesh also got the Master of IP Law and PG Diploma in IPR from the IGNO and also WIPO Geneva. Dr. Ramesh sir is an active researcher working in the area of livestock genomics, cytogenetic proteomics, and conservation and improvement of dairy animals and IPR issues in livestock sector. He did pioneering work in the area of male fertility assessment, embryo biotechnology, and improvement of indigenous cattle, etc. Dr. Ramesh has worked as a principal investigator in a NATP project entitled SNPS in alpha lactalbumin and casein genes in cattle and buffaloes. And also he was a co-PI in one of the DBT funded projects. And Dr. Ramesh has developed well-equipped molecular genetics lab at SRS of NDRI Bangalore. And sir has worked as external examiner for PG programs of various universities across the country. His area of professional activity include genomics, cytogenetics, animal genetic resources, and IPR. And he has published over 128 research papers in national and international journals of repute. He has written 16 book chapters and books and technical bulletins 21, paper presented at seminars 80 and conferences 85. Sir has obtained three patents. His Dr. Ramesh sir's team have screened various breeds of cattle and buffaloes of southern India of casein typing and reported that A2 casein, which is beneficial for health, is fixed in buffaloes and most of the indigenous breeds, and also carried out the first transcriptome and variant analysis at base resolution level of B. indicus, Malnad, Gidda cattle. And he has many awards to his credit. Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad Award for the biannual 2004 to 5 by ICR. Best Paper Award 2005 is won the Best Research Poster Award on genetic divergence study among Guiani breed of cattle using RAPD markers. And also in 1994, he has again back the Best Paper Award. He is also the recipient of Dr. G.B. Singh Memorial Award of Indian Society for Study of Animal Reproduction. More than this, Professor Ramesh sir is also a fellow of Karnataka Science and Technology Academy. With this brief introduction, I request sir to deliver a talk on entrepreneurship opportunities in dairy sector. Sir, over to you for your talk.
Good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for nice introduction. Can I start, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please carry on, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon to you all the participants. Today I will be talking about entrepreneurship opportunities in dairy sector. Today we all should be job creators rather than job consumers. In that regard, entrepreneurship development is very, very essential. Dairy is one sector where you can do many opportunities. So as a livestock sector, I will go entrepreneurship opportunities are plenty. Critical important component of Indian agriculture is livestock sector, which provides growth and sustainability. Dairying in farm is the farm sector's growth engine. Today, milk income itself exceeds the income from paddy, wheat, and sugarcane together. Cereal and pulses together income is less than milk income. That shows the importance of dairy sector. Along with that, livestock sector. Today, livestock and fishery sector together contribute about 31% to the agricultural income of our country. Our institute, National Dairy Research Institute, which was started in 1923 at this campus at Adagodi in Bangalore, mainly works on dairy education and research, dairy extension and training, and advisory to farmers. Technology, we are developing technologies for milk processing and products as well as milk production. We are mainly working on indigenous cattle breed improvement, characterization, genomics, artificial ART, that is reproductive technologies, dairy cattle waste to wealth technologies we are working. Presently, we have got Atal Incubation Mission, AIM supported AIC, SRS, NDRI Foundation, which mainly helps for entrepreneurship development, promotes entrepreneurship development. We also assist for government schemes. NDRI has the privilege of having Mahatma Gandhi ji and Madan Mohan Malviya ji as alumni of this institute. At that time, it was known as Imperial Dairy Research Institute. 1923 started. 1927, both of them, Madan Mohan Malviya ji and Mahatma, father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji, came here for training. You can see the picture, the way cars at that time. This cow, Jill cow, which has given 18 cows and produced very good quantity of milk, was loved by Mahatma Gandhi ji and Madan Mohan Malviya ji during their visit. Banaras Hindu University, they started dairying after his visit to this place. Madan Mohan Malviya ji was Vice Chancellor of BHU at that time. Every day, Gandhiji, along with Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji, visited Imperial Dairy Research Institute for a fortnight. He acquainted with scientific dairy farm. He was inspired by the training he obtained at our place and wrote several articles in Young India and Harijan on importance of scientific dairy farming. Before leaving the institute, Gandhiji said, now I must put into practice what I have learned at Bangalore. And he made a special request to William Smith, who was the director of that institute at that time, that is Imperial Dairy Research Institute, to help him in establishing cattle cum dairy farm at Sabarmati Ashram. Today, we are having Sabarmati Ashram Goshala, which is the result of his training at this place. On the last day, that is on 19/6/1927, William Smith wrote Barrister Sabarmati and asked Gandhiji to sign. You can see at that time they used to sign on the left side in the British period, but Gandhiji cut that one. He wrote farmer, Tanubba Raitha Thilbarbitu farmer, and signed in the book. And in our institute, first artificial insemination in the country in India was started by Sampath Kumaran on Hallikar cows at Mysore Palace. In 1940s, the Central Artificial Insemination Center located at the institute supplied 4 lakh ml of bull semen. At that time, chilled semen they were supplying to 100 centers in the country. By flight, it was going. Subsequently, the institute has made valuable contribution in refining semen processing technology, AI, which helped to spread crossbreeding technology in the country. Today, if Bangalore and surrounding areas are Makkah for crossbred cattle, it is because of the technologies developed at this institute. Presently, semen from elite Dioni and Malnad Gidda bulls are given to farmers from our station. This is the Malnad Gidda. Black type is very common. This type also are there. And Dioni cattle on the right side you can see. And semen from Malnad Gidda cattle was first released at Mudigere for the use of farmers. We have supplied to state government through line department. It is supplied to the farmers. And elite male and female cows are distributed to the farmers and also goshalas on book value basis. If you come to the dairy sector as a whole, in 1970s, we are producing only 1/3 of the US and 1/8 of the milk production of European Union. But today we produce double the milk production of US and 25% more than US. When we got independence, we were telling ship to mouth, whether it is wheat or milk, we used to get from abroad and we used to ship to mouth was the situation. But today we have got sufficient milk, cereal, everything. It is because of the great contribution made by all the white revolution, green revolution, and all due to the efforts of scientists and public policy makers, innovators, and government effort. The value of milk is more than the total value of grains and pulses put together. It has exceeded in 1920 only. By another 5 years, 4 to 5 years, and by 2024 itself, livestock sector is predicted to produce more than livestock and fishery together, half of the total agriculture output. Today we are around 31%. Today, waste revolution contribution, that is milk contribution, surpasses the contribution of green revolution. Every fifth rupee generated in farm sector comes from milk. That indicates the importance of milk sector in entrepreneurship development. What has happened is technology-led increase in milk production. Cattle population increased from independence to now by 24.57%. Buffalo population by 153%, but milk production increased by 1,167%. That means the increase is due to technology-led increase. We should adopt technology. If you want to go for entrepreneurship development, you have to use modern technology to improve the production and profitability. Now, presently, our population is increasing. Our country is going to be #1 in human population. And so our challenge is to produce more from less for more. That means we have got only 2.4% of the land of the world area and only 4.2% of the water, but we have got around 17% of the human population, 11% livestock population. That is the reason we have to produce more from less for more people. Indian dairy sector has a percentage share of different species for milk production. If you see, 26% comes from crossbred, 21% comes from indigenous cattle, indigenous, descript and non-descript together. Many breeds are being recognized. Malnad Gidda cattle was recognized due to my effort, our team effort. And last year we could recognize Dharwadi buffaloes. That Dharwadi paid a test is due to that Dharwadi buffaloes. 26% comes from exotic and crossbred cattle, 21% comes from indigenous cattle. Even today, 49% milk produced in India comes from buffaloes and 3% comes from goat. In the recent days, the demand for camel milk and also donkey milk, minor species like yak milk and are also increasing. Trend in average milk yield per cow per day, if you see, crossbreds are producing around 8 kgs per day per cow, whereas buffaloes are producing around 5.62 kgs and indigenous cattle are producing 3.01 kg per day per cow. Goats are producing about 0.45. Milk production and per capita availability, if you see, milk production is consistently increased. We have reached 410 million metric tons MMT and average per capita milk production has also increased 407 grams per day per person. That means we have already surpassed the MCI recommendation. But the distribution is not uniform. What is available in Haryana, Punjab is not same as in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu or Kerala. In Arunachal Pradesh, where I worked for 5 years, their milk availability is very less. But in case of Haryana, Punjab, it is near to 1 liter per day per person. And if you see production in MMT, I have given earlier data because for comparison purpose, we are producing 210 million metric tons. USA is producing around 100 million metric tons. But number of animals you have to see. Ours is around 94 million animals. USA produces half of ours almost, using 9.35 million. But China produces with 37.3 million, 34.17. New Zealand, for example, produces 21.39 million metric tons using just 5.0. That indicates productivity in our country is low. It is mainly because of the way we manage the animals. We feed agriculture byproduct. It is very, very essential. Sustainability is very important. We are the #1 producer, 210 million metric tons. Per capita availability is 407 grams. We produce about 22% of the world's milk production, with 17.5% of the total bovine population. That means cattle and buffalo together. We have got 17.5% of the world's bovine population. In contrast, USA and New Zealand are producing 11.7% and 2.7% of the milk production from 9.47 and 1.1% of the total world bovine population, respectively. That clearly indicates there is scope for improvement. There is an opportunity for entrepreneurship development in this area. In our country, Indian dairy sector, if you see, milk production is by masses, not mass production. When I was in Boston in USA, I went to one of the farm. They were maintaining, few people were maintaining more than 2,000 cows. But in our villages, only 2 or 3 cows are maintained. And that is the reason Indian milk production is by masses. 85% of our dairy farmers are either small or marginal. And percent of farmland owning is only very less, but 78% of the bovines, they own 85%. That means distribution is better distributed. If you want to ensure cash flow to the rural masses, then dairying is one of the sector which you can think of. Milk production, resource ownership, predominantly small farms with less than 2 hectares of land and 1 to 2 animals. About 70 million milk producers are there in our country. In our country, feeding practices are also, animals are fed largely on agriculture byproduct and crop residues, wheat, paddy straw and all. Can we enrich it, pack it? Silage making is one area where there is opportunity. When summer season, there is a lot of demand. One can make silage and sell it in the market and have job opportunity. Less than 3% of our livestock is fed from grains and concentrate. If you feed more grains and concentrate, then there will be competition between humans. In our country, labor use, mostly family labor. Women contribute significantly. That is the reason women entrepreneurship development also, this is an opportunity. In our country, dairy farming system in India, as compared to USA or New Zealand or Netherlands and all, our scale is small. Farmers in India, but in USA or New Zealand, Netherlands, any country, if you take large scale, they do, and specialized. If it is milk purpose, special herd they will have, meat purpose separate. But in ours, it is diverse. We will use for manure development, fire purpose, and also for various purpose. We want to use our agriculture byproduct. That is very, very important. Our objective is multiple. Market destination is ours is local or regional. We export our milk and milk product to Bangladesh, Middle East, Sri Lanka, and other neighboring countries, but not to European Union and America because of high somatic cell count and also existence of foot and mouth disease. America and European Union are not accepting, but earlier we had shortage of milk. Now we are net exporter of milk and milk product. If you get milk from European Union, what will happen is our farmers will be in trouble. That is the reason some barriers are also put. Various other countries, they are giving input subsidies. In our country, dairying is one sector which is not getting much input subsidies. For example, feed, fodder, nothing is given. Whereas in urea, agriculture sector in India itself, urea and other fertilizers are getting huge input subsidies. But Karnataka and others, some few states at the collection stage, farmers are given 5, 6 rupees, 2 rupees in some states. Subsidies are also given. Market farm is informal in our country. In other countries, it is formal. In our country, use of crop residues and byproduct for animal feed avoids conflict between man and beast for scarce land resources. This crop residues itself can be enriched, use a urea treatment that can also become an entrepreneurship. Dairying adds economic value for feed and labor resources which would otherwise have been unutilized. For example, in our country, agriculture or horticulture person, arcanut grower, he will have work for only 3 to 4 months. Remaining 8 months, he will not have work. That will be productively, it will be used if he has got dairying. Feed accounts for about 70% of production cost. That is the reason feed manufacturing or concentrate manufacturing, feed concentrate manufacturing is another area where we can grow for entrepreneurship. In our country, whatever the enhancement has taken place, milk production, mainly due to production enhancement in the reproducing animals, low producing, there is further scope for improvement. In last 1 decade, if you see, in real improvement has taken place per animal per day milk production in indigenous cattle. Crossbred milk production increased due to increase in the number of crossbreds in milk. In buffaloes also, number of female buffaloes, that is buffaloes in milk has increased. Now, many modern technologies are available. Selection of best bulls is very, very essential through that semen. Multiple ovulation and embryo transfer, cloning of is also available. Nowadays, due to awareness, there is lot of demand for A2 milk, high lactoferrin content in milk, all this niche milk, indigenous cow's milk, and all. A1 and A2 difference is only in one amino acid. Histidine is there one, and another one, proline is there in A2. A1 milk, it is likely to break into beta-casomorphin. It may cause some problems in the health. And that is what some literature say. But A2 is safe. All our indigenous cows, all our tropical mammals produce only A2 milk. Cattle, buffalo, goat, whatever study has been reported, it is A2 milk only. There is increased demand for dual purpose animals in certain areas. That means manure is also very, very important. Dung is also important for agriculture purpose animals. That is the reason milk means milk production is also very, very essential. That is the reason number of animals in milk is increasing year on year, even though total number is not increasing much. Demand for introduction of milk traits among draft breeds. Our state is has got well-known draft breeds like Amrit Mahal, Halika, Gioni, Malnad Gidda, Killar, breeds of cattle, Dharwadi buffaloes, and many other buffaloes which are not yet recognized as breeds. There is availability of variability is very high, so there is scope for improvement. Indigenous cattle got ability to withstand some temperature variation. For example, our Thar Parker cattle from Rajasthan, they can survive at 49, 50 degrees. They graze happily, whereas crossbred cattle, once it exceeds 25 degrees, they will start panting. Panting means respiration through mouth. Then milk production comes down. All these Thar Parker, Gir, Saiwal, Rathi, all these milk breeds we can use for improvement of milk production in our country. They give about 2000 to 2500 kgs per lactation of 305. That means around 10 to 12 kgs per day. Average. There are animals giving 30 kgs also. In our country, if you see consumer price and what it is given to the farmer, in our country, for example, USA, cost paid by consumer per kg of milk is $1. Out of that price, only 43% is given to the farmer. European Union, 45% is paid. Australia and New Zealand, farmers get only consumer whatever paid, only 30%, less than 30%. But in India, 60%, thanks to cooperative movement and White Revolution, Korean. we have to match the genetic resources to the given environment. For a Mangalore environment or Udupi or Shumaga district, Chikmagalur and Malnad areas, you cannot have animals which are not which are not able to adapt to that heavy rainfall area. So wherever they are suitable, indigenous cows. This is a Conkerage cow from western parts of the country. This is a crossbred cattle in Punjab. You see how nicely they are maintaining Punjab farmers. That is the reason many herds are there where they are producing 20 kg per day per cow. Buffaloes also. Same buffaloes, Murrah buffaloes in Haryana, Punjab, and other areas, UP, Western UP and all, which are giving 15 kgs per day. If you bring to Bangalore or Karnataka surrounding areas, Tamil Nadu, they give only 10 kgs, 8 to 10 kgs, because there is environment difference and also feeding environment. The type of feed we give is entirely different. If you bring them, we have to give them sufficient feed and fodder, then only they will produce. Calf rearing, heifer rearing, there is a possibility for going for entrepreneurship development. Coming to the entrepreneurship development, you can go for dairy farming itself and also calf rearing, calf young one rearing. There are people who are taking from Dodbalapur, Chikbalapur area and sell once they are pregnant. Huge profit. Calves are available for 2 to 3,000. You rear them for around 2 years, which will go for 1 lakh rupees. And also heifer rearing. Heifer, you purchase it and make them pregnant. Once they are pregnant or immediately after calving, you can sell. That is also, there is a opportunity. Dairy farm, there is an opportunity. There is an opportunity for calf rearing. There is an opportunity of entrepreneurship development in heifer. You have opportunity in livestock healthcare services. Veterinarians and veterinarians establish commercial livestock service centers. Even medical shops, livestock medicines, vaccines, sales, and other things one can establish. Commercial livestock first aid clinics, veterinarians and paravets. Inseminators, village level inseminators, you might have seen. Many of the inseminators also earn 2 to 3,000 rupees per day, 1 lakh rupees per month also they are earning. Livestock product processing unit, milk chilling, you collect milk and chill it and sell it. That is another way today. Without pasteurization also demand is increasing. Some are storaging and packaging and selling. That is also profitable area. You can meat freezing and packaging unit one can establish. It is also entrepreneurship opportunity exists. Milk pasteurization, collect from village and pasteurize it and sell it, your own brand. Many brands are there. Commercial milk products are there. Ghee, paneer, kova making, highly profitable. I will be telling little later. Commercial meat products, value addition to the unit is also possible. Commercial dairy farming, small scale buffalo farm one can have. One can earn profit. 5 milk buffaloes itself one can have. Similarly, cow rearing is another area. Goat farming. Today, goat also rearing for milk production is also increasing in addition to meat. Small scale goat farming also one can earn quite good amount of profit. Commercial pig farming is another area. They are highly prolific, using highly prolific breeds like Ayrshire. One can make quite good amount of profit. Commercial pig farming and integrated livestock farming. One can have pig and fish integration. For example, pig excreta can be used for food for fish. Poultry and fish integration also possible. Pig, poultry, fish integration, very valuable. Pig, poultry, fish, duck integration is possible. Vegetable, goat, fish integration. You see, waste of one will work as a nutrient for the other field. Dairy, fish integration is also possible. And commercial feed and fodder production, there is huge opportunity. Recently, Times channel, Prakash Rao from Chennai, he has got a very good Prakash Foods. He has established in the area of feed and fodder, feed supply, and many other items he is making. He is a successful Mysore feeds. You must have heard. There is a shortage in dry fodder, green fodder, concentrate, everything there is a shortage. Wherever shortage is there, market opportunity also will be good. Even green fodder, if you can grow and sell it in the market, there is huge demand. Establishment of cattle and poultry feed unit also, there is a possibility, and many are making, there is an entrepreneurship opportunity. And providing private doors, artificial insemination services, AI services, one can provide even the embryos, embryo transfer, veterinarians can provide that one also. Rural youth can be trained and have mobile AI service one can provide and earn 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees. Some are earning even more than that. Germplasm business opportunities, already I told, cow, buffalo, farms one can establish, quality semen production from bulls. This is one area trained veterinarians or some person who is having interest, they can produce quality semen and sell it. Supply of superior quality embryos is another area. Quality young bulls and heifers, there is lot of demand for nowadays indigenous heifers, Tharparkar, Sahiwal, Gir, Rati, heifers, lot of demand is there. Murrah buffaloes, young ones also, there is lot of demand is there. Rearing and supply of superior heifers, we can go for ETT, embryo transfer technology, and produce large number of young ones and sell in the market and make profit. And we can have sperm and embryo bank. We can supply this one sperm, you can see, and sperm simply, I have shown one photograph how in a container, liquid nitrogen container one has to take. One can have a liquid nitrogen container. This is the container. In that he can store the semen and sell. And these are the embryos, sexed embryos also, there is a lot of demand. Genetic improvement we can bring about through natural breeding. That means you can have a bull, some animals are brought, that is what is happening in Halikar and other animals improvement. Cows are brought, per service they take 200, 500 depending on the bulls. Afterwards came the artificial insemination, which is cost effective, and inseminators, trained inseminator can have their own liquid nitrogen container, mobile clinic type, mobile inseminators are available today. Embryo transfer, produce good embryos and transfer. Sexed semen is another technology. Ovum pick up, embryo transfer, all these things are also available. Multiple ovulation and embryo transfer we have done in Dioni cows. We got 13 embryos at our own place. These cows were produced in our farm in 2018. You see, sexed semen is another area. If somebody starts supplying sexed semen, some veterinarians start producing sexed semen of indigenous cattle, there is huge demand. Presently available technology is a patented technology which costs around 1,200 to 1,500 rupees per dose of semen. It is successful in well-fed heifers and first lactation cows. Older the cow, success rate reduces because sexed semen, one straw has got only 2 million, whereas the normal straw, what we use for AA, has got 20 million straws. This technology is imported. That is the reason cost is also high. At present, we could develop our own technology at NDRI, which is in validation stage. That means we have identified the antigen in the surface of the spermatozoa. Based on that, we developed antibodies after semen collection. If you put our antibodies, what happens? There will be antibody against Y-bearing spermatozoa. That means male spermatozoa will get agglutinated. Once we filter it, we will get only female. And we are getting success about 80 to 85% in laboratory, and we are in this process of studying in vivo. That means at cows. We have done some insemination. Success rate is good. If you succeed, we will be able to release to market. The cost also is less than 10 rupees. It is likely to be less than 10 rupees. And concept of dry dairy unit is also another thing. Stray cattle is another problem. Goshalas, state government, including Karnataka, and many goshalas are made. We have to use them productively. A cow may not be giving milk, but it always gives cow dung and urine. Cow dung is a very good source for earthworms. Once cow dung is there, earthworms will come. So we can make vermicompost. We can dung. You see, indigenous exotic cows, there is a difference. Indigenous cows, dry water content is less because they eat different lignin content is more in their feed, and also they mostly go for grazing, and also genetically their rumen. These cows and buffaloes have got four stomach. All ruminants have got, that means those who eat grass. Rumen, reticulum, omasum, apomasum. Four we say. That is the reason they have got. You can see the worms also. And also nowadays, panchagavya and other things are also made. So use that cow urine, cow dung effectively so that we can make them also useful, and dry dairy unit can be established. Vermicompost. We are making vermicompost at our farm at NDRI Bangalore. We are selling at 10 rupees per kg. After training from here, one person started his vermicompost unit without having land and animals. After training from our place, we suggested him to go for that. He took on lease some land. He started collecting dung from neighbors and started making vermicompost, started selling immediately in the local market first. Now he is selling in Amazon also. He is getting quite good amount of profit. And byproduct utilization is very, very important. We are generating electricity also from the dung. We can make biogas, vermicompost from dung, panchagavya, cow dung cake can be made, cow urine based things, cow dung products, various products are there for agriculture, and farm add manure is very, very important. Under Atal Incubation Mission also, we are training them, and this was established under NFL. We have made pellets also. Coming to the dairy processing, that milk is a perfect food, well balanced and nourishing diet. Vital nutrients are there, proteins is there, milk has got fat and lactose, minerals for the bone growth, vitamins for our health, positive benefits for health, preventive and curative effect is there, natural health food and functional food. You see, Corona became popular only 2-3 years back. In 1979 itself, there is a report. Afterwards, in 1985, Resta et al. Lipase which is present in milk, activities of the recipient infants are active on the milky triglycerides. The lipid product have several host different activities, including disruption of the enveloped virus. That means it helps to prevent viral diseases, including corona. That is the reason this lipase activity, milk fat is very, very essential. Milk, and that is the reason immediately after calf is born, colostrum should be given. Colostrum contains high level of bioactive compounds, immunoglobulin, lactoperoxidase, lactoferrin, cytokine, nucleosides, vitamins, peptides, oligosaccharides. They are very, very important. Lipid like sphingomyelin, CLA, conjugated linoleic acid. It is very, very important for cardiac health. Butyric acid. It is also, you see, medium chain and short chain fatty acids are more in milk. That is beneficial for the health. That is the reason milk fat has got advantage. Keratin, it is very, very carotenoids, vitamin A. It is very essential for health. All these things are health promoting agent. Milk fat globule membrane is having antiviral property. That means viral diseases it try to prevent. Anti-carcinogenic, that means cancer also reduces. Antimicrobial properties has got, as well as important synergetic action with probiotic. Probiotics, afterwards I will tell you. Fat globule size is small in case of Malnad Ghee, goat milk. That's the reason they have got advantage. Health benefits of milk, if you see, anti-hypertensive, that means reduces the blood pressure by because of its presence of calcium, magnesium, potassium, proteins, and biopeptides. Anti-carcinogenic property, milk because of CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, butyric acid, protein, biopeptides, branched chain fatty acids. CLA content increases drastically if the animals are sent for grazing. This article we have published in scientific reports. Even the BMJ Open Diabetes Research and Care also one article has come. It is helpful for reducing the diabetes. Alleviate osteoporosis, bone fracture and all also. It reduces milk consumption, reduces because of presence of lactose, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, vitamin B12. See, it is very, very essential. Most of the ladies after 40, 50 menopause stage, they suffer from vitamin B12. This is present in milk. Calcium also. You see, calcium, if you take around 660 ml per day, your entire calcium requirement is met. If you have to take same thing, you have to eat around 6 kgs of tomato, which is 6 kgs of meat, which is impossible. Zinc and proteins reduces obesity. Some people say milk fat, ghee we should not consume, but it actually helps for reducing obesity because of short chain fatty acid, medium chain fatty acid, calcium, milk fat, and prevent diabetes. Biopeptides are helpful for prevention of diabetes. Keeping these things in mind, coming to the demand scenario, if you see, even today, 58% of in our country milk are sold as milk itself. Next product in demand is ghee. Next product is paneer. You can see 19% is on ghee, 6% is on paneer, kova, also 6%, curd, yogurt around 5%, butter there is a demand, buttermilk and lassi, cheese also there is a demand, 3% almost, ice cream there is a demand, milk powder there is a demand. COVID season milk powder and those who have got long shelf life, those people made huge profit also. That clearly indicates there is an entrepreneurship opportunity. The challenge is to reduce the post-harvest losses, which is very high in horticulture sector, food grains, it is about 10%. Even in dairy sector, about 1% post-harvest losses is there that we have to reduce. If you make product, for example, if you bulk milk, if you sell, almost 90% is cost of milk itself, only 10% profit. If you market milk around 20%, you can get profit. If you make milk powder or buttermilk, maybe around 25% profit. If you make around paneer, you will get around 35% profit. Kalakand, if you make, cost of the product ingredients is only 30 to 35%. You will get 65% profit. Similarly, rasgulla, sandesh, gulab jamun, srikhand. That means you will get huge profit. Milk price is 30 rupees, 30 to 35 rupees farmers are getting. Indigenous cow's milk, 60 to 100. You have to sell at a higher price. Flavored milk, 90 rupees. Now this is slightly increased. Skim milk, 34. Now Karnataka is the cheapest milk selling state. Even procurement price is also less. Curd, if you make, you will get more profit. If you add probiotic curd, it will be 150 per liter. It will be more profitable. Organic milk is another area. Goat milk, camel milk, all these things have got value addition like production of kova, ghee, chilling of milk, fat extraction and making as butter or ghee, that is profitable. Machine milking through parlor. You can have a machine milking, animals are brought and milking can be done. That is also profitable. Artificial insemination, first aid clinic, all these things. Traditional milk-based product, Channa and Kova, last 10 years back report itself, 6,000 crores. Now it is increased many folds. Dahi, all these things, there is lot of demand. Future indigenous milk product, halwas, there is demand. Gulab jamun, huge demand is there. Kheer, payasam, palada payasam, technology for making at industrial scale, we have developed and sold, already transferred to market. Peda, sandesh, rasgulla, podo, cheese, cakes, dry mixes also. And now both husband and wife are working. If you can make milk ready to eat, just add water and all, there is a lot of demand. Quantity of milk required for traditional milk product, if you see, cost of raw material cost, if you make product, then it reduces, so profitability increases. Convenience food, that means easy. everybody wants easy. There is huge market, ready to eat foods, frozen foods, dessert, retard foods. That means you can keep for a long time. There is huge ready to use foods, mixers, powder, concentrate, ready to drink and serve beverages. There is a lot of things are there. There is huge profit. Now key health trends are there. Now functional foods. If somebody is diabetic, for them special items you make it, special type of sweet. There is a lot of demand. Fortified, that means vitamin B12 fortified or calcium fortified. You can go low fat. Some diabetic patient may require that one. Organic milk, low sugar milk, all these things there is demand. Health and nutrition is very important. Convenience is important. Quality, packaging is very, very important. Unless good packaging is done, you will not be able to survive in the market. Intelligence, entertainment for children. If you are making some food product, there is lot of importance for suitable packaging. Whey, after paneer making, cheese making, channa, there is whey is there. Whey goes as waste in many. Whey can be produced into various product also. Biological oxygen demand is very high. Effective utilization of whey is the answer. So business opportunities, meat also is there. Along with dairying, you can make various product, prebiotic and probiotic. Waste management is another area. Sensor technology, those engineers, they can develop various sensors for dairy sector or livestock sector and make profit. Dairy equipment, only recently lot of dairy equipment have been started making in India. Earlier we used to get from abroad. Burfi making machine, channa kneading and ball making, continuous kova making machine, paneer, and even pasteurization unit, homogenizer, tea making machine, all these things. And many technologies have been transferred from our station. Last year itself, we have transferred 10 technologies to Karnataka Milk Federation, and our station earned around 50 lakhs. And also 2 more technologies private sectors. Any entrepreneurs who is interested, they can come and purchase our technology, make it and sell it in the market and be a successful entrepreneurs. Milky Mist, so many technologies we have got. Milk and milk product have got many advantages, and these are the possibilities. Many indigenous product we can make. Peda, gulab jamun, barfi, Dharwad peda, kunda, kalakan. There are so many kulfi, kova, kulfi, Punjab. There is a lot of demand. Here also a lot of demand is there because many software engineers are there from northern India who are very much interested in kulfi, rabri, basundi, channa, paneer, ghee, makhan, malai, dahi, chakka. Fermented products are also there. Fat-rich products are there. Milk and peddling desserts are there. Halwa, various Bengali sweets, Channa-based sweets, Rasgulla, Sandesha, Patua, Rasmalai, Rajbhog. So many are there. Any one of the product can be made and profit can be made. And even from our institute itself, we have developed many technologies. Storage system by custom design phase change material. That means we have developed a pail immediately after milking. If you are putting into this pail, which was kept in the balls, some balls are there. If it is put from 37 degree, milk will be there at 37 degree. It will come around 10 degrees so that shelf life is increased. Somebody can take this, purchase this technology and make it at industrial scale after standardizing. And similarly, we have standardized the process for preparation of gasgase payasam, rice kheer, dry crystallization method. It can be stored for long. Some people have purchased it. Similarly, for production of calving process in case of dairy animals, we have developed a model that also we can sell it. We have done sexes semen, embryo transfer, and this is the boy who has come for training for vermicomposting. He is making and selling in the market. He is Bharat Hemant, MTech graduate from Karnataka itself. Similarly, one person, Mr. Shetty from Kundapur, he came here for training, which was arranged in association with Atari. Today, he is making large amount of vermicompost, selling at 15 rupees. He could sell about 15 tons of vermicompost. Few days back, his program was there in the TV channel. Similarly, novel traditional dairy product, reduced calorie burfi is there, fruit yogurt, so many things are there. This has been developed and it is available for sale. Some of the technologies we have already transferred. Lemongrass flavored paneer is available. Arjuna herbal ghee herbs have been, and channa podo, and channa podo is also a delicacy. Orissa traditional product we have made in mechanized way. Smoothies has milk, fruit, and millet, a complete nutrition on the go. That means, right, if you are traveling, you can have this one smoothies and take it as a complete food. Way kefir drink, this is Russia and other cold areas, Turkey and all, they use it. It is immunity enhancer. Iron and zinc fortified one is available with us. High protein snack bar. If you take snack bar, has DPP4 inhibitory activity. That means anti-diabetic property it has got. Helps in better glucose management. For diabetic patient, it will be highly useful. Dairy food for better health. Omega-3 fatty acid fortified. For omega-3, very, very important for cardiac health. That means heart health. These type of products are also developed by our scientists. Energy bar prepared from ghee residue. After ghee boiling, residue will be left out. That one has been developed by us, which is a energy bar. It can be given to nutritionally deficient children. Enzyme modified cheese puree mix is available. This technology is available, easy, ready to make it very quickly. Cheese squeeze, taking it easy, one can put into bread and eat it quickly. It is a protein rich one. CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, it is very, very important for cardiac health, that is heart health, and also reduce obesity and all. That is also available with us. Aloe vera supplemented probiotic lassi is available, and rasmalai mix is available. Kheer mix, basundi mix, all these things have been developed at our station. Composite dairy foods are available. Milk protein enriched bajra snacks. It is very good for health. We have skim milk, millet based millet here now we are, and millets are good for health. That and milk complementary. So our people have developed milk protein enriched iron fortified bajra biscuits. It is very good for health. Milk malted millet beverage mix. Spray dried whey protein concentrate iron complex fortified biscuits are available now. These technologies are available. Green technology for texture modification of the ghee is available. Turmeric infused herbal ghee is available. Herbal ghee with turmeric. Turmeric is helpful for health. Vitamin enriched one is also available. Process technology, they crystallized mixes are also available. And spray dried millet beverage mix has also been developed. This technology is also available for sale. Milking cum cooling pail, I already told. Hybrid baking oven have been developed, which is useful for baking of the product very fast and energy efficient. Freshness indicators, whether it is when it is prepared, and all indicators are also have been developed. Somebody can purchase it and start. It is a patented one. It is developed by Karnal. Starter culture for yogurt or ghee and all. It is available, and also kits for detection of adulterant. FSSAI is there, Food Safety Authority. Adulterant detection is also very important. That area also one can go for entrepreneurship development. Rapid detection of common adulterants in milk kits are available. It is developed from Karnal. Paper strip for detection of antibiotic residues, pesticide residues are available. One can purchase the technology and start his own entrepreneurship. Some I have already done. Other technologies available in detergent in milk identification, vegetable oil in ghee, adulterant A1, A2 method. Technologies for ascertaining microbial quality of dairy product is available. Coming to our institute, what way it can offer? I have told about technologies available. One can purchase and start their own. We also started Atal Incubation Center in 2021, and this one offers training. Any incubators, one can become an incubator, get trained, and start his own entrepreneurship. Exclusive and dairy entrepreneurship obtained as a Section 8 company. It is registered as a Section 8 company, supported by Niti Aayog, and this was Honorable Director General Mahapatra ji in 2021, he has inaugurated on 20th March, and this also some incubators are already working. It is a flagship incubation program promoting innovations in dairy and entrepreneurship, and access to farm and dairy. What are the offerings? Access to NDRI retail outlet, mentorship, technology transfer is available. Access to machinery is available. Co-working space, we give some space also working. Product testing, and we help for funding also. We can help for patent writing, we can help for funding sourcing, we can give the technology, we can help in entrepreneurship development. For example, some of Milky Mist you have heard. Mr. Satish Kumar, who came here as a trainee here, he is processing around 6 lakh liters per day. Similarly, Chitle Dairy is very famous in Maharashtra. They are also having bull mother farm. Every day they are processing around 4 lakh liters per day. In my experience, if 100 people come for training, out of that only 3 will end up in starting of a dairy. My experience is out of that 2 will vanish due to various reasons. Mainly they are not ready to work on their own hands within 2 years. That 1% who remains, they will succeed. Very few will close. They will become very huge entrepreneurs, succeed. That 1%, many of them will become millionaires, and billionaires also is a possibility. With that remark, dairy is one sector where huge opportunities exist for entrepreneurship development. I want to thank the organizers, Dr. Ramesh, Dr. Ayappanji, Chairman KSTA, and all others, whoever is concerned in arranging this training program. I hope and wish my 1 hour talk will enthuse at least few of them to go for entrepreneurship development in dairy sector, which has got huge opportunities, even particularly in dairy processing and also production area. There is opportunities are plenty, but one caution: we have to be ready to work with our own hands. Some of them, particularly production area, labor intensive. If you are not able to work with your own hands, you may end up in mastitis, in animals, loss and all. If you are ready to work, even in Corona period, many of them made huge profit because they were ready to work on their own hands. You should be ready to work with your own hands. You can make good amount of profit, and even at the existing market price. There is an opportunity for exporting also. You can have various product made and export and earn foreign currency for the country, and also make profit for yourself and be a successful entrepreneur. Thank you once again. Thank you all those concerned with KSTA in arranging this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a very interesting and insightful talk on entrepreneurship opportunities in dairy sector. Your talk gave an overview of activities of NDRI, various opportunities in dairy sector, different products that could be developed using milk and its byproducts. I'm sure many of them would be enthused by your talk to take up dairy technology as the entrepreneurship in the coming days. I'm sure all of them are highly benefited by your talk. On behalf of KSTA and all the participants, I'm very thankful to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Questions?
Any queries are there? I am ready to answer, or I am a highly email friendly person. My email ID is kpragb@gmail.com. K for Karnataka, P for Rajasthan, P for Punjab, R for Rajasthan, KPR, A for Apple, G for God, B for Bangalore @gmail.com. kpragb@gmail.com.
Umesh Gatke.
Two questions, sir.
Yeah, please.
Whether any state-specific business models have been developed by NDRI, sir?
It depends on the area. If you want to go for a dairy production, depending on their qualification, training, and all, we suggest different areas. But it depends on their knowledge, inputs, and the financial resources available, and the land availability, and their capability, training they underwent, or they are interested to what type of training they want to undertake. and also the risk-taking ability of the person also we assess it in Atal Incubation Center.
Thank you, sir. Is Country Delight empowered by NDRI, sir?
Which one?
Country Delight.
No, he is associated, but not. It is not directly from NDRI fully.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So these are the questions. If any questions, I request all the participants to raise their virtual hand, or they can post it in the chat box or Q&A box, so that we can take your queries and answer them. Otherwise, you can contact us later also through email or telecom, so that we can.
Anybody is there, you can send. Even poultry is another sector. Poultry sector also there is huge opportunity is there.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yes.
Whether any study for Jharkhand state has been carried by NDRI for promotion of dairy entrepreneurship, sir?
No, we have not done any program for Jharkhand, but few people from Jharkhand came here for training and all.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ramesh sir, for this wonderful talk and also your time. I know you are very busy. In spite of your busy schedule, you could make up and deliver this talk. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, one request, if you can kindly send a couple of pages of article on your talk, it will be published in our compendium, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
How many pages you want?
3-4 pages enough, sir.
Okay.
Summary of what you have told.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I am leaving, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. One request, all the participants, the post-lunch session will start at 2:30. We'll be having 2 talks, one on prospects of cultivation, processing and value addition of medicinal and aromatic plants by Dr. Chennaya Hiramat, Senior Scientist, CSIR CMAR, Bangalore, followed by that entrepreneurship opportunities in livestock sector will be delivered by Dr. Satish B. Shivchandra. He is a principal scientist and CEO of NAVIC. It is an ICR institute, National Institute of Veterinary Epidemiology and Disease Informatics. Please, all of you join by 2:20 so that you'll be joining the webinar on time and we could complete the webinar, today's webinar on time. And secondly, somebody in the morning asked about this one, entrepreneurship opportunities in livestock with Dr. Sudha Madam. This is an opportunity that you can avail. Dr. Satish Chandra, who has got vast experience in the field, will be delivering the talk. Thank you. Please have lunch and join at the right time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. You can join later. Those who have joined with using mobile data, you can save your data. After lunch hour, you can join at 2:30 for the next sessions. Thank you.